Yes, yes, yes. We're back with another chill zone. It's going to be an interesting one, man. I've got some questions. We need some answers. Been watching a lot of the online stuff. Some crazy takes out there, man. Obviously, to have the conversation. Savage is in the building. Jerry, aka Diaz's dad, is in the building as well, man. Because there's a lot to be spoken about. Man, them not getting praised. Man, them getting thrown under the bus. Not respecting certain things going on at the club, speaking out of turn when doesn't need to, you know what I mean? When sometimes you have to be quiet, bro. But apparently, man, want to just speak in it. G in the building. I see you, bro. Man said, I wish your caption you would piss off. Hey, you already know, man, emergency meeting, right? So, bro, sometimes you have to have an emergency meeting when things are going wrong with the club. Right now, we're not top. We're not playing good football. It's all over the place, blood. Stars want to leave and crazy stuff, man. But Sav, what are you saying, bro?
Good, man. I'm all right, bro. All right, goes, man.
Oh, shit, bro. Who else in the building? Dustin's in the building. Alexander in the building as well. Big up to everyone locked in, man. Where to start, man? Jerry said he'll jump back in a second. Why don't we look at, obviously, Liverpool played a young 3-2, man, after the international break. Look, something light, something slight. The man, them weren't going to play as good as I would expect them to play. What was your overview, man? For me personally, bro, 3 points after the international break is the most important thing for me. I don't need a performance. I don't really need too much. I just want to clip the 3 points, and we have a whole week to prep and go again and kind of embed back the philosophy that Slot has been giving to the guys. But what did you take from it? Because I see people like losing their mind online about players individually and performance and loads of different things, bro.
No, I didn't see any individual performances that made me worried about anything. There's a few people that ain't usually off that were a bit off. Fine. I'm with you, bro. I've got the 3 points. I like performances, but I don't know. When we went through them run of games and you brought them up not long ago, said where we more like the struggle, I said Southampton. Obviously, where they are in the table is a reflection of how they play football, but it doesn't tell the entire story on it. So when I've watched a lot of their games, the little passing that you see them doing in the game, they play football like that. They can play football. It's just that the level of players they have are not really Premier League level. I have a few people that can hurt you in certain instances, which they caused a few problems here or there. That doesn't mean that I think Southampton was better than us, though. I just don't think that we were great. We were just above average. But I said that before the game. We don't need to be our best to beat Southampton. You just need to be on it. And obviously, some unfortunate things happen in the game. The kind of goals that Southampton, I mean, for both teams actually, there's like individual mistakes and certain things in the game. Obviously, they got their goals. Penalty. What was the other goal again? They got the penalty. What was the other goal? I forgot that goal.
Oh, he was a side foot. When they counter attack, spreaded it wide, then played
back. I did like that counter attack. That was kind of close. Still can't lie. They bopped it around there. The penalty wasn't a penalty. There's no point anyone trying to argue with me because I'm not having the argument. It wasn't in the box. So, but it is what it is. We won the game 3-2. Came out second half. I don't think they came out second half. Oh God, Liverpool's out second half playing great football. Don't think we did. I just think we played pretty similar. I think the injection of energy from McAllister and Diaz changed the tide of the game.
Yeah.
And then long ball up from Gravenberch to Salah, miscontrol, scores, take it. Well taken penalty from Salah, great goal from SZOBOSZLAI, and from a mistake from them again. It's funny because the way Neville and I was losing their mind about the goalkeeper, and I'm like, bruv, man acting like the goalkeeper rolled it to man and he got tackled. He rolled it to man, he went for a few more people. One guy could have let the ball go out for a goal kick, and he decided to try and play it backwards right to SZOBOSZLAI, bro. I don't know why they're still trying to blame the goalkeeper, bro. You know what stuff happened after that, bro. And
do you know what?
The person was asking for the ball. He was Fernandez. He was asking for the ball.
He was asking for the ball, yeah.
It was the captain who was saying kick the ball long. He was asking for it, bro. So it is what it is, man. But I knew that the way they were trying to act like, oh my God, they're missing Ramsdale. I'm like, bro, Ramsdale's been stinking up the place for them. You get me? Their best players were their best players in it, and both of them went off. Lallana and my man, bro. Some fucking giant, bro.
How can you be like Ramsdale, bro? The goalkeeper that people was just saying it was dog shit.
Not how much mistakes he's made this season already.
Bro, come on, Sav, man. I know this, bro. But I'm just saying, innit, like it's always so crazy. Like when teams are, oh yeah, we're missing. Well, if we had Alisson in goal, they don't score. Alisson saves the penalty and he doesn't go back. You'd have parried it wide. and they don't score the other one because Alisson's reflexes is mad. Do you know how crazy that sounds, bro? Like, no,
Crazy, bro.
they score their goals because they deserve to score them, bro. Like,
Wait. Miscontrolled is mad. Salah meant that goal, bruv. Listen, bruv, man ain't gonna fool me, bruv. Salah did not mean that goal, bruv. Obviously he meant. You know what? The best thing I say to him, he meant to pull it in that direction to control it, but he didn't. And that's fine. I'll take it, bro. But
yeah,
if man ain't gonna try to pretend that Salah's got that tech now all of a sudden, bro. He don't have that in his locker, so that's not Salah move, bro. That's not you. Man ain't gonna fool me with that, bro. That bro.
Yeah, no, man miscontrolled. You know how bad he miscontrolled it? The defenders was like, they slowed down as well because they're like, hold on a minute. Did he like? He's like they freeze frame because they're like, nah, he didn't need to do that. I see someone chase it down and gone, I might as well just let it roll in still. I can't be bothered to run it down. But big up, Jay, man.
Big up.
Guys, bro, they had 7 shots, 5 on target. Because you know that, Sav, we always have to give the people, and Jay, we have to give the people them their stats. You know, some sides like the stats, some don't. We had 27 shots here and 11 on target, bro. That's how much we had. We had 600 passes, 68% possession, 63% possession, 88% pass completion, 10 corners. And when I heard Slot say, "Nah, we just dominate the game, man," you know, apart from the 2 moments, they didn't really get into our 18-yard box. They didn't really get in there. And apart from the penalty and then obviously the goal, we kind of nullified them and we just kept. I'm listening to this man speak and I'm just like, all right, I hear it. But then when you watch the stats, you go, oh, what he says makes sense because that to me sounds like total domination. But for some reason, we're still unhappy, bro. Like, I don't know what we need to see as a fans. Like,
do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Yeah, fans expect. It's what I'm saying about football, right? Fans expect that Klopp blitzing teams. It's 7-0 and you're cruising. It looks like every time you go forward, you're gonna score. And Liverpool approach games differently. Like you can see, like there'll be a time where under Klopp they might have gone and played the forward pass. Do you know what I mean? Try to be a bit more risky, I guess. But they'll just go and pop it into midfield. He'll just give it back. Pop it into midfield, give it back, and they'll wait for their time. So you look at it as a fan, and if you're not comfortable with the way you're playing, you'd be like, oh, we're under the cosh, like we're not creating chances, we're poor. Same way, like Chelsea fans, when they were under Mourinho, there was enough times they'd have like 2 chances in the game, the rest of the game, and this is against it'll be against like a Blackburn or something, and you're looking like, right, they've only had 2 chances, but they scored the 2 goals. But it looks like, do you know what I mean? They've got the ball, and you'll get like, do you know what I mean? You got 2 guys on the ball doing a madness, and it looks like he's threatening, and it's like, actually, he's not really. He's trying to get the ball and be busy because he's trying to create something. But Chelsea are allowing him to have the ball in certain areas. And I think that's how Liverpool approach games now. They allow teams to have the ball, which means that to the naked eye, it feels like, oh, these men have gone, they're getting on the ball. And why is my man looking like this? Why is Armstrong dropping into the pockets and able to get on the ball? Why is Dobbin able to come inside? Now, don't get it twisted. He had a decent game. He still had a good game. And there's a couple of times he obviously got through. But more often than not, like Southampton didn't really look like, do you know what I mean? Look like they were going to, like, I never looked, even when they conceded, I don't know about you, man, but I looked at him, I was like, we conceded again. That's madness. Anyway, bruv, we're still going to win the game, though. I never felt like under pressure. Like, I don't know where this panic's coming from. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
At no point did I think Southampton was going to win the game. Not one, bro.
Do you know where it stems from? It's, in this moment, so you had the people that go, I think this team can win, but now it feels slightly like a reality, and then you're going, right, the points tally goes, right, we win this one, we could actually be. So I think that's where people are at now. So when they're seeing these things happen, they're like panicking because they're like, I want to win. Where before, if you just stuck with what you originally thought, if we finish in the top 4 and, maybe pick up a little domestic, we're cool, man. So these type of games, it's still the first season for the new manager.
Southampton are still a football team. We can't keep pretending that we're going on the pitch playing against nobody, bro. They're still a football team. They can still play ball. They have a manager. They have a style of play. Like, once they scored, their fans went crazy, bro. And all of a sudden, their quiet fans started making up bad noise and that. And he does make a difference in the game, bro. But as I said, man, like, don't get me wrong. Our stats are a bit like nice, like kind of kind to us as well, because it's not like we had 600 great passes or anything like that, and all our shots were great. Some of them, a lot of them was just like Gakpo cutting in and shooting. That's all he was doing all game. But we were better than them, bro. You know what I mean? And clearly we won the game.
I think people got to remember as well, like, you know, like in football, right? Every game is different. Every game is different. So when you're coming against Southampton, yeah, they're lowly. And yeah, against, like, if they faced Ipswich, it might be a different game. But for them, I guarantee you, Russell Martin would have sat them and be like, brothers, you got nothing to lose, bro. Some of you guys might even get a move off the back of that. You know, like a dobbing or dibbing or whatever his name, dibbling or whatever his name was. Right? All of a sudden, you're looking at him thinking, right, who's this? Who's that? You're going to keep an eye on him now. And that was what the game was, isn't it? It was one of those ones where you've got top of the league. These guys are bottom or near the bottom, wherever it is. And it's, bruv, you've got nothing to lose right now. You're destined to lose anyway. Might as well just go and just play without, do you know what I mean? With no risk.
I agree.
And that's what it was. And you're always going to get the best of these teams. That's why when people talk about the Premier's like, or do you know what I mean? There's no easy game. That's why there's no easy game, because you're always there to be shot at. Do you know what I mean? It's only City in recent years, when you're looking at it, that have made some of these teams just look bang average because of the way they go and play in it. But we're not City, and that's fine. You don't have to be City. Fine. But when United win titles, when Chelsea winning titles, it was always like this.
That's true. If you watch Southampton versus City the other week, bro, City was struggling in that game, bro. It's one of them games where Guardiola came off and was giving man team talks and that to the other team.
He's always giving team talks.
Yeah, they were running, bro. And yeah, man, it's one of those, bro. I thought Thingy was good. I thought Lallana was good.
Lallana was good. It was really good.
Rolled the years back before he got injured. And I mean, that rolling the years back as well, isn't it? Because that's his whole career in one game, Lallana, bro. Bear Croy turns and dropping shoulders, and then his hamstring went, bro. Tried to kill Gravenberch as well, bro. But hey.
Next one, boys. What about this one, man? Because I see people that keep, I don't know, man. The respect ain't there for the gaffer. The gaffer keeps getting, you know what I mean? Keeps getting not looked over. I think he's handled it really well in terms of, he goes, nah, I think we can do this better. I think we can play better here. And then he kind of just killed the title talks, bro. He's like, nah, listen, man, there's plenty of games to play. You know, are we favourites? Nah, man. You know what I mean? There's still Arsenal, Man City. All of these teams, Chelsea, are close. But is it luck, bro, or is he good? Is he this good?
You can't be luck.
It's not luck.
It's not luck, bro.
Do what luck is? Do you want to be luck for me? You see, if Liverpool are going and blitzing teams, yeah, like 4-0, 5-0, and it was looking mad, that's when I'd look at it like luck. I'd be like, bro, you can't sustain this. But you see, when you're just grinding out results, you're playing a certain way. Do you know what I mean? You're seeing possessions maintained. Do you know what I mean? In terms of like Liverpool are keeping the ball, the style of play is starting to be implemented. This is something that's been worked on, and it's still being worked on, obviously, to this day. This ain't luck. This is just a guy that just, obviously, we got really, really good players, but it's a guy that's making the best out of what he's got in it. And of course, you're going to have luck in terms of like how City are playing, how Arsenal are playing. Because, you know, if City win all their games, all of a sudden you start looking at it and thinking, rah, like, I mean, yeah, he's doing well, but we're still not better than City. City obviously fell off a bit. Arsenal have fallen off a bit. So it's making it not look better, but we're in a better position than we potentially may have been in another season. But it's not luck, in my opinion, man.
Yeah, because I'm just looking at it going, this man just keeps winning games of football. Yes, he's got a good team. Yes, we've had to have a bit of luck in certain games. But surely he can't just be like just luck in it. And I feel like even though they give him credit, I feel like there isn't enough credit, man. Because I don't know. No one really expected the team to do this well. I'd say no one, but I think if we go majority of people didn't really think this crop or this group of players could do well. We always thought we still need a centre back. The left back shout is there. We need a striker. We need a 10. We need this. We need a 6. But they just keep winning games, bro. And it can't just be the players. It has to be something the manager is doing to get the best out of the squad, week in, week out, game in, game out, and having all of these type of tests. United away, Arsenal at the Emirates, Chelsea at home. You know, Leverkusen coming off the back of like slapping up, you know, the Bundesliga the year before. RB Leipzig, they still got talented players, whether, you know, we expected to win or whatever. Brighton, a good football inside as well, and had to play them back to back and navigating 2 wins out of them 2 games. And now obviously we've got, you know, we had to play Villa as well. Most teams are like, yeah, you're gonna lose to Villa. They got this man, that man. They got players, you know, cooking and whatever. But he somehow just found a way to win these games, bro. Well, I don't know. I don't know if he's getting enough kind of ratings. Maybe it's just me looking too deep into it, but I just don't know if he's getting enough kind of ratings.
Rate from who, though? Pundits or fans?
Yeah, like pundits, bro. Like they speak like well of him, but it's like maybe it's because of him, because he's not like tooting his own horn. He's kind of like, he always downplays everything, bro. Like, nah, I think my man could have done better. Oh, you're top of the table, man. How you gonna? You know what? I feel like we could have. Oh, you know what? We lost the Forest, so anything can happen. He's always like downplaying it. So I don't know if it's them guys.
I don't even think he's downplaying it, bro. I think he doesn't. He's confident in what he does. I don't think he's that shocked by how his team's playing and stuff like that. But he's also a manager, and he knows that it's a long season, and he knows how things can change very quick. So it's still new to him. I say he's all right with injuries, but we've had quite a few injuries and that. But obviously, we can have injuries to worse players that are in the starting 11 week in, week out. I don't know. Maybe because I've heard them praise him, and I heard loads of fans praise him as well. I think it's I don't know, man. I'm kind of like just follow the temperament of the gaffer, innit? He's chilled. I'm chilled.
To be fair, you know, like them ones that even if they don't praise him, innit, look where we are, innit. Like, honestly, like it's one of those ones that I don't care if pundits don't want to praise him. That's calm, even better. It means that there's not that media spotlight. There's not that, do you know what I mean, attention on us all the time. It's just cool. Go about our business, and then by the time you clock, it's over, innit? By the time you realize, oh my God, man's doing this, it's done.
And they did put their stocks all into Guardiola at the beginning of the season again, innit? So it changed around very quick. And
I think that narrative. I think that narrative is overshadowing what Liverpool have done, because Liverpool, although no one expected Liverpool to be here, no one expected, City to be on a 5-game loss streak, losing on the back of losing 4-0 at home to Spurs that lost to Ipswich the week before. Do you know what I mean? Like it's looking scary. So that narrative already is bigger than what's going on at Liverpool. And then obviously you've got the Salah narrative that's popped out now. So that's just that's another.
But they can run with it, man. Because if Liverpool go on and win the league and we get a certain amount of points that we would tally anyway, bro, then I'm not trying to hear about Man City and Arsenal dropping off. I don't care about that, bro. Like that's how the league works. Because every time Man City win the league, no one's Liverpool dropped off, Arsenal dropped off. They just win the league, innit? I don't know, if we win the league on like 70 points or something, then we can go like, okay, everyone fell off a cliff, bro. You get me? But we don't get into the 80 points and 85 points. That's what they've been doing the last 2 seasons anyway. So fuck them, bro. You know what I mean? That's what always happens, bro. Like obviously it's glass half full, half empty, and that, bro. But man ain't gonna try and take away from our team because of Man City and that falling off a cliff, bro. Because we dropped so far this season, like 4 points.
4 points or 6. Well, yeah, no, 6 in it because we lost and
drew.
Yeah, we lost and drew. So 5, yeah,
5 points. Well, exactly, bro. So even if City, up until this point in this season, I would think that City would have drawn a game already or lost the game. So the most I'll give them is at this point, I thought Liverpool might be like 2 points behind City, bro. It's not that drastic. Yeah. So let's not give them all the praise, bro. Like fuck them, innit? This is what it is, bro. The old men in the team, and that's sort it out themselves, bro.
Big up to everyone over on X, man. Guys, if you want to continue watching, if the guys over on X want to continue watching, jump across onto YouTube, man. We're going to end it over there on X now, so you guys have to jump across and come and watch the rest on YouTube. But yeah, listen, man, it's just been interesting, bro, because no one predicted Liverpool to kind of be where we are at the moment, and we're doing well, man. I just want us to continue doing what we're doing. We don't necessarily have to play well to win games of football, and long may that continue in it. And let everyone else kind of just speak about us and just be calm and watch our team play. But I feel like we just get dragged in at times into like not stupid conversations, but conversation that doesn't necessarily need to happen. But they're saying he's one of the quickest for like 10, winning 10 Premier League games after 12. Or he's joint with, a few top dons in there. I see Ancelotti with Chelsea and obviously Gus Hiddink as well for Chelsea. So he's I don't know. He's doing something good, man. He's doing something.
Them man are so bored with them dead stats, bro.
They keep finding stats out anywhere.
You can always find stats they're dead, bro. Because then when he wins the next game, they're going to say he's the first manager to get to 11 wins quick. Oh, bro, I'm not trying to hear it, bro. Just let the man live, innit?
Are Liverpool only good because a slow start from City and Arsenal? Because say, for instance, they kept up the pace and they were winning their games. Would everyone still be like, Liverpool's good? Or is it?
No, people might not think Liverpool are favourites or Liverpool, they think Liverpool win the title, but Liverpool still be good because they'll still have the same amount of points.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So
like if you predicted it for the season, which everyone did. We didn't. When people goes, "Oh, no one expects us to be here at this point this season." Well, no one predicts up to the 13th game, did they? That's weird. So I wouldn't know what. Of course, I wouldn't have predicted that. But everyone had Man City, Liverpool, and Arsenal. Well, most people, even if you just take us, because rival fans and Chelsea and all that probably thought they were going to do better. And like I just said, bro, if they had picked up all their points, I don't know who thought that Arsenal would have won every game up until now, because I didn't. And I didn't think City would have either. So either way, we would have been in this position or thereabouts, 1 point off maybe. So it didn't make a difference to me. I didn't expect us to lose to Nottingham. I probably would have gone with Liverpool drawing 2 games rather than losing any. So would have been around the same position. So fuck them. It's what it is, man. They have to clutch onto these things, innit? Because everyone laid their stocks down and all that stuff and that. You know, remember when you just said, "Oh, you don't know," innit? Like things change. Things change, bro. It's all right.
Big up to honesty question. Why do people use XG? For me, it's a BS stats because what the fuck is an expected goal? What is my XG then for getting with Rihanna? I don't know, blood. You have to look at maybe a conversion rate, maybe. I don't know.
I don't think it's a bullshit stat if every striker's marked up against it, innit? So like if
why do they use it though? Because you're expected to do something.
Expected goals. So it's looking at obviously the chances that you should be, like, in obviously layman's terms, the chances that you should be putting away, right? These are the goals that we would expect out of a certain amount of shots from this region or chances from the region. This is the amount that convert. So based on that, that's your XG, if that makes sense. So like, as an example, if Salah's 1v1, if you're basically just based on him, a lot of the time he's putting it away, innit? So his XG might be whatever, 0.5 or whatever, or 0.8, because 80% of the time he scores a goal. Do you get it? So if you're marking it based on all strikers and you're looking at all strikers, it kind of makes sense to have that because it puts into perspective, all right, cool. Like in the game, this team should have potentially scored these goals. And I think if we go back to even like the City-Tottenham game, I know people are saying Spurs were obviously really, really good, and they were, and that City were garbage, they're rubbish. But, you know, City, if they had gone scored the goals that they usually score, all of a sudden that game looks a bit different. If City score their 2 chances, if Haaland scores a couple of those chances he has, the game looks different. And I think it's just good to analyse. Not saying that you have to score every single one of those chances, but I think it's just good just to be like, oh, okay, cool. Like on 9 times or 8 times out of 10, that would be a goal. So that's the XG.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think the stats bullshit. I just think it's the people who use them, innit? They're not, these stats when they come out up to weren't for fans, innit? They were for the football clubs.
Fans. Exactly.
They're not for fans, for football clubs and betting agencies, bro.
Exactly. These stats are just taken from like clubs, and these are stats that clubs will look at. So they'll look at like, even like with a Welbeck's a great example. I think Potter was talking about when they signed Welbeck, they looked at the stats and said, yeah, I know he got 2 goals at Watford, but based on like his XG in these areas, if you can get him in these areas, you'll score a lot of goals, or you'll create a lot of assists, or you'll create a lot of chances, or you'll hold up the ball. And that's why the stats are important. And all they've done is just open the stats up to fans that don't actually get it and know how to apply those stats to players.
It's probably better implemented when you're talking about something that's already happened. Instead of when people use it in a game, fans shouldn't use it in a game because it's just it ends up being pointless. Like I think yesterday, Armstrong's his XG was Southampton was higher than Liverpool's, bro. But that's because Kelleher saved the penalty and where he went to get the follow up from is expected to score in it.
Yeah,
so his XG was higher, bro. I'm like, well, this is stupid, bro. But when, like what Jerry said, if you're using it on strikers and stuff like that, along with the rest of the stats, it makes more sense. But in a game, like fans trying to tell me after. I've seen fans lose games, bro, or draw and talk about what their XG was high. I'm like, bro, I don't know what you're bragging about, bro. The main stat was you lost, didn't it?
Was that Chelsea fans when we beat them? They're like, well, our XG.
Chelsea, it was Chelsea. And Arsenal fans as well. I don't care, bro. The game, allow it.
What do you guys, I know you guys, knowing you guys for a while, you might not really believe in omens and stuff like that yet, but I'm looking at this, right? And I know there's probably plenty more league or years that you can probably use for, you know, to compare. But every time these teams are around about this amount of points, around about this time of the season, they tend to have won the league or finished second. So you had Newcastle 95-96 second, Arsenal 22-23 second. But everyone else, including ourselves, when we was around these type of points, everyone won the league. So do you think that it's a possibility, bro, that we could just go now and win it based on these kind of things, these omens or these stats?
I wouldn't base it on the omen. The statistics in it. It would be interesting to see what points whoever's in second would be on at this point, because then it'll make a lot more sense. And if all of these teams are like 7 points ahead of second place, then it makes sense. I think we can win the league anyway, but I wouldn't base. Usually, I do not follow it, but the top at Christmas one is a bit more easy for me to take along, only because you've got through the whole December period on it, and there's about 8-9 games to play. So if you're already through that and we're on the same points, then I'm like, we're winning. I think we're going to win anyway. So yeah.
One thing I would say, if you just before you go to that, I think on that.
Do you want to go back to the one?
Yeah. The one thing I would say, like again, not omens, but the stats just tell you that the probability of you winning is very, very high. Coming second is high anyway. Being top two is obviously guaranteed, basically. One thing I'd say though is when you look at, do you know what I mean? There's 4 teams that lost the game in that period, right? So it's obviously United 06, 07, Chelsea 05, 06. You got Newcastle 90, 95, 96, and Arsenal 22, 23, right? They're all teams that lost the game. 50% of those teams finished second. So based on the fact that Liverpool have lost the game, technically you could argue that you've got a 50% chance
of winning the league.
Because based on the data that we're looking at, I'm just looking at there, 50% of the teams went on to win the league. So United and Chelsea won the league. Newcastle and Arsenal finished second.
Sure.
Big up to Honesty with the super chat, man. Question for the man then. If we go 11 points ahead of, do you guys think that psychologically City and Arsenal will be like it's a top 4 race now?
City will never concede to be in a top 4 race. They'll just go about their business and try and kill it in it. But I think it will kick the shit out of them, especially Arsenal. They're not used to the chase, bro. City will sure try to catch up with you, bro. Arsenal ain't used to that, having to chase them points down. But
what about you, Jay?
I think if you go 11 points clear, when you haven't done something, so I think back to what Savage is saying, if Arsenal haven't done it, Arsenal haven't done it. If you had to pick out of those 2 teams who you'd want chasing, you'd probably want Arsenal to chase you, purely because they've proven they haven't been able to win the league. They're the team that finished second last year, a couple of years ago. Obviously finished second last year as well. They haven't been able to achieve it. So that's going to obviously count for a lot in terms of intangibles. It's an interesting one. I'm not too sure, that personally speaking, but I do feel like, I feel like psychologically, I think, I don't know. I just don't know where to place Arsenal really when it comes to the psychology. I think for Liverpool, I think they'll know within themselves. I think Slot's very calm, and I think the rest of the players will know within themselves. All right, we've been caught before. They'll be burnt in it. Like Salah's been burnt, Alisson has been burnt, Trent's been burnt. So they're not going to take it lightly. It's just about whether Arsenal, City, of course, we know, but Arsenal, whether they feel they can duck you down, or whether even City, when you're looking at it, have the thought process of just saying, you know what, we've won back to back to back to back. If we win another one, it does actually make a difference in my life. I don't feel a sense of achievement. It doesn't. It's not going to fulfill me. Like, it doesn't fulfill Guardiola. They might just be like, you know what, we're going to still try win our games, but let's just focus.
Try run the Champions League, innit?
Let's just run the Champions League, because that's something that we haven't done that. If the club win it twice, all of a sudden that's history being made.
Exactly.
If City win another league, it's history being made, but it's not like no one's gonna sit there and remember that league.
Nah, because they've already done the 4 in a row now, so 5 ain't. And like I just said to you about the thingy, it'd be interesting to see where everyone who was in like second in them positions. Last season at this point, after 12 games, Liverpool was second and Arsenal were third. City had lost 2 games at this point last season. Liverpool and Arsenal had both lost 1 and drawn 3. So that's what I'm saying. It's when you ask that thing, it makes more sense for Liverpool to, if they was going to kick on and go and win the league, would be from this position, because we're so far ahead already on points. Whereas last season, City were only 1 point ahead of Liverpool, and actually Liverpool and Arsenal were joint second, same points. So there's not much of a gap. Whereas a slip up now, they had already all 3 teams have already slipped up last season at this point, drawn 3, both Arsenal and Liverpool, and lost 1, which is a lot of games, to be fair.
That is a lot of games. That's like 4 games drop points.
Four games drop points at this point for Arsenal and Liverpool last
Right.
season, and 3 for City. They had lost 2 and drawn 1. So,
and how many this season has Arsenal dropped from what you can see?
This season Arsenal's dropped game. I think they've dropped points in 4 games as well. Same again.
So kind of roughly with
Yeah.
And we've improved slightly.
But the difference is last season when they dropped points, it was draws and 1 loss. Now they've lost more games than they did at that point. I remember Arsenal in their last 18 games, I think it was, they won 16. They won 16 and drawn 1 and lost 1, which is almost how Liverpool started the season. So I don't expect them to go on another run like that, because I can just see like frail parts of Arsenal's squad in that. And the way City's playing at the moment, I don't expect them to go on that kind of run either. So yeah, man, it is early in the season. December for me, and it's coming up. That's a massive period, isn't it? You come out of December and like all of a sudden we're not second, but we've let them catch up, and they only need to win 1 game to jump ahead of us. Then it's different talk, isn't it? You come out of December and Liverpool's still 5 points plus ahead. We can talk, man. Hopefully we just beat City and get them out of the way.
A big up honesty for another super chat. If I'm not mistaken, no team have lost a 11-point lead when everyone's played the same amount of games, and City and Arsenal need to be perfect. I don't know if that's true or not, bro.
It's never happened. When Liverpool dropped the 11 points when we were ahead, City had 2 games in hand. That was the one when we lost. We didn't even lose. We drew to Leicester and West Ham, and then they went and won all their games, and then obviously Company Ross won in against Leicester in it. So.
All right, man. Let's get to this one, man. I'm sure everyone's heard the Mo Salah, interview, whatever he's spoken about and stuff like that. I got 2-part question, man. Is Salah unprofessional for the interview he did? That's the first part. And was it the right time for him to speak about his contract situation? So was he unprofessional for the interview? Because I read the other part. So they said normally Mo says he hasn't got time, but Mo told them he wanted to speak. So he asked to speak to them.
Yeah, his agent.
So because they said normally he just walks past in it. When we say, Mo, you got 2 minutes, like no, and he ghosted. But this time he's like, yo, you guys got.
Hold on, he let them know before the game. When did he let them know? Because that's what I'm trying to find out. Look, before the game, it'd have to be before the game, because that's where the reports would be. During the game, obviously, when they're obviously coming out for warm-ups, that area is clear. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's not there either. He's on the pitch. Then after the game, there's a reporters there. Unless he told them after the game, yeah, I want to chat to you, man.
I guess the problem is where he seems to be speaking to him in that video is like on the outside of the stadium.
Yeah, the garage, the little car park bit.
Yeah. Which means like Salah decided once he scored that penalty and backed his top off, he said, "These lot are taking the piss, bro. I'm getting my contract, bro. I need to speak to man still. I need to know."
You think you just sent him a text? Was that it's on?
Yeah, bro, it's on, bro. If I speak, there's gonna be fire, blood. Remember them lines there from Salah, bro? That's what you know.
If I speak, there will be fire, bro. But yeah, is it unprofessional in you guys' opinion?
I wouldn't say it's unprofessional. I think that's he's not a politician, innit? He's a player.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Okay. The picture is he's one of obviously most decorated players so far in terms of stats and whatever. Obviously, the other man has won same amount of trophies within that as well. Mm-hmm. But he's a part of the leadership group. He's looked up. The younger players look up to him to kind of like guidance in terms of they speak so highly of him how professional he is. Do you not think he should have just kind of go, I'll just let my agent and the club kind of deal with the situation instead of keep coming out and speaking about it? Bear in mind, I say keep, but there's only been 2 times. One, he was asked, but at the same time, as a player for the football club, you can choose not to answer it. You can choose to go, like what the manager's been doing, bro. Now they're just sick and tired of him, bro. They ain't even asking him no more in the press conferences. We're not going to speak about contract situations. I'm not going to speak about. Trent said, I'm not going to air what when I signed my last one.
And we haven't heard anything since. You're right. Do it is. I wouldn't say it's unprofessional, but would I, if I was in that situation, am I the type of individual that be running to like the press? Not really. But again, I wouldn't say it's unprofessional. I just think man's looking at it from a business perspective in it and saying, rah, I want X, and X could be, I don't know, 500 bags. Do you know what I mean? 150 extra on top of my, do you know what I mean? On top of my current deal. But I want 3 years, innit? I want 3 years. These abs, do you know what I mean? They can last for another 3 years. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? I could be on a garbage food junkie diet. Do you know what I mean? And those abs are still gonna last me 3 years. That's how chiseled I am. He's probably thinking that and thinking, yeah, like, this is what I want. Now, he probably knows the club's not gonna say no, but he's trying to protect his brand, I guess, by saying, look, I want to stay, but I ain't heard anything yet. Because even that point itself, right? I haven't been offered a contract. You probably have been offered a contract. That's not the contract you want, though.
Yeah, that's definitely what he's saying, bro.
It's not that they ain't spoken to him about it. Like, let's just, people need to be a bit like, do you know what I mean? Like, nuanced with it.
Yeah, he can't fool me, blood. When he said it, you know, when he said it the first time on Sky Sports?
Yeah.
At that point, I believe that, like, there might have been a bit more relaxed in it. Transfer window just closed and that.
I'm telling you now, there is no way, right? A club as big as do you know how well the clubs operate? Do you think they haven't spoken? Yeah. Look, even if they haven't given them a physical thing, they've had discussions about it. Problem is, right? If Liverpool are saying, no, we can give you maybe 400 bags, but it ain't giving you 5, and it might be a 2-year deal, not a 3, right? Because let's be honest, they're not gonna give him less money than he's on. No. So if anything, the money's at, or it's a bit more in it, which is might be 50 bags more, might be 20 bags more, whatever it is, right? He's thinking it like, nah, this is my last contract. Hey, I'm trying to, do you know what I mean? My kids need to eat. They can't go starving. My kids, they can't be. So it's his last contract. He wants to maximize it. He's probably looked at it and felt, I need to just go and push that narrative out. That might go and force their way a bit. Just business, innit?
That's what I think is. Listen, his agent knows what he's doing, innit? Trust me, bro. Salah has, okay, you know what? Salah's smart. They haven't spoke to me. Yes, because they speak to your agent, you're also blood. So those guys. Yeah. So because that way you can go, I'm not lying. They weren't speaking to me. Bruv, they've definitely contacted the agent and all that business and that with all 3 players, bruv, 100%. But yeah, let's say we're going into December, innit? Because by the time we play in the league, we'll be in December. When can they all start speaking to everyone in January?
Yeah, first.
Yeah. Okay, so basically Salah's done is, this is your last chance, guys. Because next month, you fucked it, bro.
Yeah, and what's going to happen? And what's going to happen? What he's doing is, this is my offer, but knowing, and this is what would happen. He knows that there's a certain club maybe in France, there's a certain club maybe in Saudi that will go and offer him 700 bags.
Exactly.
And at that point, Liverpool go and be that. And he again, this is the crucial point. When man was asked about, Russell, would you want to stay at Liverpool? It was a direct question. Yeah.
Man went, past that, bro.
Man went, but the thing is, I love the fans. The fans I want to ask you about the fans. I love the fans. The fans love me. I get that. Where do you want to stay? He didn't answer that question. So that says to me, right? He can't say, I want to stay at Liverpool. Because at that point, if you say you want to stay at Liverpool, you're telling everyone, I want to stay at Liverpool. That means you'd be happy with what you're on.
Yep.
Right? But what he's doing is thinking, I know Saudi can give me this. They can give me that. I can entertain that conversation. If I start entertaining these conversations, Liverpool have to up their price. And it means that 500 bags, right, that I want, right, or even 480 or whatever, might be 600.
Yeah, I agree, man.
Liverpool aren't going to match him there. And that's where it's at.
Do you know it's the maddest thing? I was saying it to G earlier as well. I don't think this man wants to leave, bro. Like, I watched, the round table thing, and I watched him like talk about, players left and stuff. I was saying this to Sav as well, and I'm like, bro, the way he made it sound, is like, he's like, these men that left us some idiots, blood. You leaving Liverpool to go and play there when we've got the best training, we've got this fans, we've got this stadium, we're playing in the big competitions. In his mind, he's like, yeah, of course he can go and play for them other teams. He's settled in Liverpool, bro. Nah, he just doesn't want, he don't want the man them to pay him some dead food. That's what it is. He wants the big money.
And do you know what it is? Look, I'm not going to lie, man. Him being paid, even if it's 400 bags, 50K more. He's the highest paid player Liverpool have ever had. He's on par with the, do you know what I mean? It's not like him being at 350, that 350 is not 350. It's probably about 480 anyway with all the add-ons and the goals he's getting. My man wants guaranteed years of P. Now, Liverpool cannot afford, right, at any point, and this is a business, to go and pay him, 500 bags for like 4 years on a 4-year deal. We're having playing at 40 years old at Liverpool. Like, you can't do it because you're never going to be able to offload him, yeah? Like, if we're being deadly honest, right? And bear in mind, 2 seasons ago, when you went through that stint in January, right? the talk was, what have Liverpool done? What have we done? We spent 350 bags on someone that now we're not even going to get 50 mil off because no one wants him because he's playing poor. Remember, timing's everything. He's playing so well right now that people are forgetting the fact that in a couple months, this is football, man could fall off a cliff. No, he could, didn't it?
It happened, man. Arsenal gave Aubameyang 350, and the week after, and from that week on, he was shit, bro. I'm not.
By the way, I'm not saying that it will, right? And it might not happen next year, but it might happen the year after. And the possibility of it happening the year after that is high. And
fans want our club to gamble on Salah, but the club are looking at footballers in general, and the data of footballers in general after a certain age, brother. What happened? If they were just looking at Salah, then it does look like he scores this many goals every season and he never really gets injured. So the chances of him continuing that are quite high. Bruv, listen, man. He knows what he's doing, bruv. And also, and man don't want to hear this, and I know man are fooled because he scored some goals in the last few games. He's actually been playing a lot better football than he has been, even though before that he was stinking up the place. Or you just don't want to pretend like he wasn't. He was shit, but it's cool. He was bruv, you know, stinking up the place before. He was getting the goals though, but bruv, he knows what he's doing, bruv. And also, they always keep linking Trent with Real Madrid, innit?
Yeah.
They link Virgil with nobody, but everyone says Virgil's the best centre-back in the world. Man ain't heard about no club trying to get Salah, bruv. You get me? So for him, man ain't heard that. So it's smart, bruv, to let Liverpool even just come out and say, we're going to offer you this. Then he can still choose not to take it, by the way. They can just offer him something out in the open. If they offer him that and another club does want him, they're going to have to match it in it or give him more money. And it's what Jerry said. Now all of a sudden there's a bidding war for a player, bro. You open your options. His options when no one's trying to buy him is stay at Liverpool or go on about your business, isn't it?
Because guess what, right? Because guess what? You know the argument people go and say, right? Even I just saw, I think it was Kells or someone said he'll be fine with 350, but it's the length of contract, right? If he wants to stay at Liverpool, right, so really stay at Liverpool, he'd increase that to a year with an option of a further year and carry on doing that as long as he's performing. But my man doesn't want that because he knows that, bruv, if I fall off, then you know with yourself because you know, like, bruv, you just know, bruv, I might not be able to keep this up. Like, you got to be like intelligent about it. He's looking at Mane thinking, bruv, at one point, Mane was this. I saw what happened. I saw what happened with Fabinho.
I don't even hate, and the thing is, I don't even hate him for it, bro. I don't even hate him for it. It's just the truth, though, isn't it? Like,
I don't hate him for it, and he's well within his rights to go and exercise what he's doing. All I'm saying from Liverpool's perspective, right? They're thinking that, yeah, cool. Let's say we give him I'm just exaggerating, a 4-year deal at 350, right? He's what, 34, 33?
32, I think.
32. So you're going to have a 36-year-old getting on 37 at 350 bags. Then what? Because bear in mind, right? That means to offload him, he'd have to take a pay cut. Yep. You think Salah's going to take a pay cut?
No.
He's staying.
Running that out, blood. Run that down.
He's not leaving at that point, right? And now Liverpool are in a position where, like, we can't even get in whoever on 100 bags because my man's on 350. That's unfortunately the way Liverpool run. The way Liverpool's run.
Yeah, I agree. And if fans are fine with that, then they'll be trying to talk about new.
They're not.
Yeah. And if fans are fine with that, bro, then I don't want to hear you talk about no new signings and who we can pay them, bro. Just keep Salah on it. And then run his kneecaps off, bro.
Big up to Honesty for another super chat, man. Man said Salah and his agent want to create a sense of urgency around the renegotiations because there's interest to pressure the club to get the best deal for him. 100%.
No, you know what? For them, it's important because the agent thinking, bro, if that's his only player, right? Look, the agent's never going to get a better player than Salah. No. So the payout, this last payout, is the most money he's going to make in his career. But that 20% off that deal, is the last 20% he's going to get off Salah.
Who's this guy? Because I see his name for his agent. Does this guy have any top profile players apart from Salah?
He has Instagram. Oh, he has
Let
an
me see.
Instagram.
Let me see.
Nah, he has an
Who
Instagram, and every time there's something going on with the contract, he just throws the eyes in the chat. Blood, I know, blood.
Yeah.
He's the fucking because Jim is like, because last time when there was that contract thing, Salah just kept taking pictures in Greece in some abandoned house and that, bro. And his agent just got putting the eyes, blood. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here, bro. But yeah, man, it's
No, bro.
Listen, I'm fine being out on my own with the Salah thing, bro. But I don't care, bro. Like, I don't care, bro. Man ain't gonna fool me, bro. Like, we were Liverpool before Salah and after Salah, we will still be Liverpool, bro. Eventually, the man has to go anyway, innit?
Yeah.
So I get it, man, because now everyone's talking about rally round him and sign petitions for Ballon d'Or and bruv, shut up, man. He ain't even the best in the world right now, bruv. Like, he's good though. He's cooking with the goals and that. Because if everyone's just doing this, then what? So Salah just has to play for Liverpool for the rest of his life, then?
At this rate, yeah, man. Rich, honestly, again, love for the super chats, man, bro. You know, I appreciate it, man. But Richard Hughes' job isn't to get Salah the best deal; it's to protect the club's interest.
Listen, man, go get
Liverpool. And this is hold on. Did you want us mad as well with Salah, right? If Liverpool go and look at now, this is what I want people to go and have a think about, right? Would you go and spend 350 on the 3 years, right? So if you go and actually look at that that's 350 a week, right? There's how many weeks in a year again? 52, right?
Yeah.
Right. So 350. Wait.
Because is that his money at the moment with bonuses, or is that his base? It's not his basic.
I'm sure when they said the last time that was just his basic because he didn't want to sign something with bonuses. He wanted to kind of get. He wanted the guaranteed cash in it. Like, yo, that's what I'm guaranteed.
So he's on the big moolie. I hear it still.
Yeah, so that's what 18. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 80 million, yeah, times 3, yeah.
Salah wants that big peas, blood.
So what? So 60 M's, yeah, 60 M's, circa. If Liverpool had the chance, yeah, right, to go and sign the next player for 60 M's, that's going to be at Liverpool for the next 5 years, right? 6 years, whatever it is. Would you sacrifice that to have a Salah that at one point in time is going to decline? Bear in mind, that's 60 M's just on Salah, right? That you still need to. You got Trent there. You still got Virgil there, and you wanna try and protect those assets as well. And Virgil's gonna want 3 bills. If Salah goes up by 50, he's gonna want to go up by 50.
I'm not sacrificing shit. Salah can leave, bro.
Yeah, because we have to move forward as a club, don't we, bro? We have to look.
Everyone wants to do this. Everyone was talking this moving forward thing, bro. And anytime it gets close to seeming like we're gonna have to, but at some point we have to, bro.
And that's what it is. And I get it because I want to obviously keep Salah for as long as possible. But from the club's perspective, it's like they have to time it, innit? They've got a time when they let him go to make sure that they get the right person. So it's fine, but you just have to be comfortable with the fact that, you know, if you do that, do you know what I mean? For 3 years, there's none of this Salah replacement. Oh yeah, but we're going to buy someone else, and him and Salah are going to compete for a role. No. You can't be paying someone 400 bags to sit on the bench.
You think these men just tried to like these men got the discount Chiesa deal in, bro, so they could get rid of Salah in it, and it ain't worked out, bro. That's what they've tried.
They thought no. The club 100%. They thought
that's exactly what they've done, bro.
If we can unlock Chiesa, right? Yeah, and he's playing games and his output's high. All of a sudden, you know, like the bargaining power's mad. But all that happened, Salah upped his levels. You know, Salah just welcomed it and he's upped his levels. So now they're like, fuck.
Yo, they're trying to get the discount, blood.
And you know what it is? They're thinking, I guarantee Richard Hughes is sitting there thinking, shit, should be maybe signed Tony or someone. Should be a sign like maybe Osimhen just gambled and grabbed him. Just to have someone there.
That's why the Shirky and these men are coming up because they're like, yo,
they're trying to get all the discount
everything. They're like, bruv, we need to just grab someone. So because right now they're looking at like, brother, like because guess what? Now they're in a situation, right? This is obviously the club. If Salah goes, bruv, you're gonna have to spend peas on a replacement. Peas. And guess what? That replacement might not even pop off. Because Liverpool, I know what will happen. Liverpool go Simon Rodrigo and his output will be like Luis Diaz's. last season. And man will be like, what have we done? Do you know what I mean? That's what Liverpool will do. They'll go and sign a Rodrigo.
Yeah, because we know what the truth is, bro. I know everyone keeps talking about Salah replacement, but that ain't it, bro. Yes, you need another right winger, bro, but you just need a striker who can score loads of goals, bro. That's our problem, bro. Then no one will care about Salah leaving, bro. That's it. Salah don't play like a winger, bro.
Well, we had that before. We had Torres scoring loads of goals. We had Suarez scoring loads of goals. We had, Sturridge scoring goals. And then when he left, we had the Mad Dons and Barini
right now,
that couldn't score goals.
What's going on, right? The laptop, the MacBook Pro, the 2012 version, from Richard Hughes, is plugged into a supercomputer, and the data's running mad analysis to find the next Sturridge. They've got the code in there thinking, can we find a Sturridge for 5 million somewhere, 12 million, including add-ons, to go and grab him? Can we? It might even be Liam Delap. I'm telling you, they're waiting. They're waiting for
Liam Delap, bro.
Once 10 and 12 mil. You see, once he gets 10 and 12 goals, between 10 and 12 goals, watch the links start coming. Watch the links. They're waiting for his. He's on 6 right now. He could have had 8. He could have had 8 against United.
Yeah, he should have had
it. To touch 10, and I'm telling you, Liverpool are all over that, all over it.
Nah, it's a fact, man. That is the actual. That is the whole Moneyball process, though. What Jerry just explained is where FSG done that in baseball. That's literally what it is, bro. They got somebody in to check the stats of players. You pick the best player, and you find somebody who at a lower price who can give you the same stats. And it's not always like the goals and assists; it's everything else around it. And then they buy that player. That's what happened in baseball, bro. That's their thing. So when we're linked to like Buemo and all these players and that's the reason why, bro. The thing too about spending the money.
Honestly, big up for the Super Chat question. Salah is playing very, very good. But let's say we give him X years, but let's say he didn't perform at the same level. How do we then sell him a player that's on 350k and also his age can be a hindering to sell?
And he'll be stinking up the place and still playing every game as well. Because he's going to have that in his contract somewhere. I'm playing every game.
350. No, but his age is a mad thing as well. Because people ain't gonna. I know he's still world class in it, but I don't know, man.
Do you know what it is? Yeah. As fans, like we wouldn't be fussed if Salah goes right, and Liverpool do well next season. Like, bear in mind, it's the fear that Liverpool won't do well.
Yeah, of course, that's what it is.
That's what it is more so than anything. It's not like because Liverpool's fear right now is they feel that if Salah goes, everything crumbles for Liverpool. Because Salah's been Liverpool, the main talisman for like the last 7-8 years, isn't it? Yeah, so I get it. The difference is, right, if we viewed our talisman, you see that at City, people view like City's talisman as Guardiola. That's the differentiator.
Yeah.
So their fears, if they lose Guardiola, bro, what happens then? Like that's their internal discussions. Within us, we're looking at Salah like if we ain't got Salah, it's done. Because the manager's not proven, of course. Mm-hmm. The players, they're not proven like that. The only person that's really proven is Salah when you're talking like that in terms of what you're going to get. And you don't know what you're going to get with a signing. And I think that's where the fear is coming from. But let's be honest. If Salah goes, but Diaz gets 20 goals next season and 10 assists.
Nobody would care, bro.
No one's going to care.
Nobody would care.
No one chats about Fabinho, bro. No one chats about Fabinho.
Exactly, that's true.
No one spoke about Torres when Suarez came back. The Torres talk was dead. No. Dead in the water. No. When Suarez left, we had the fear as well. But guess what? When Salah came and Mane came, the Suarez talk was gone. No one's cared about Suarez anymore. Man was saying, F that guy. We're booing him at Anfield. No, you didn't care.
Coutinho left as well, man. When Coutinho was a talisman,
no one cared. But guess what? When Coutinho left, it was the same thing. So I get it. But this is what the club's paid for, innit? Like, if a player goes or decides to leave, what are they going to do about it, innit? And however they go about it, right? You just want the outcome to be good. So if it's Liam Delap, if it's Mbeumo, if it's Vinicius on the other end of the scale, you just want it to do well. Because likewise, Liverpool could go and sign all the players that all the fans want. It could be Zubimendi in January because they know Salah's going. It could be Vinicius that they sign and then Mbappe and then Bellingham. But if they all perform dead and it all just crumbles, right, and ends up looking at what United have had in years gone by when Di Maria's been poor, when Falcao was poor, when Herrera was poor, when all these men were poor, right, we'd look at it and be like, what have we done? We ruined it. We signed poorly.
Yeah, I'm not hearing it, man. If Salah was 25, we're talking different, but he ain't, bro. So all this fear and that. I fear Virgil leaving is what I fear, bro. That's the problem I have. That's what worries me, bro. I don't think. Listen, I know Salah's got. No, everyone keeps throwing the stats in. He got 69% of our goals. I don't care, bro. Like someone else can take the penalties on it, bro, and then it will be like. But Virgil, bro, that shit's scary, bro, and that's got to change. So it's life, bro.
That's because I know I'm looking around here and I'm like, bro, who can actually replace this guy currently, bro?
I'm telling you, you'd have to just settle for like a gay, you know. Big up to Mark.
I like
and
it.
then just literally like try and see if we can get a combination going for a little while.
You know what? You'd have to. It's one of those ones where you just got to look at it and grab someone and be like, right, this is the person now. But if we can grab someone else that emerges, we're gonna grab him.
Yeah, exactly, bro. But the thing is, life goes on, bro. It will happen eventually. What we're all saying is going to happen at some point, bro. It's either going to be now or in 3 years, but either way, it's going to happen, bro. So it's one of them ones, man. You know what I mean? Remember, like all the other teams in the league don't have Virgil, bro. So they got on fine without it. So we're going to be all right, bro.
Big up, honestly, another super chat. Love for the love, man. Salah forgot that Edwards don't like to give players that are 30+ long-term deals. Remember, he wanted Hendo and Milner gone.
Yeah, but unfortunately that's the model, innit? Like, you know, like I'm not saying I want the model to be like that, right? In an ideal world, I'd want the model to be you got as unlimited funds in the bank. You can take gambles, take risks, sell this player if it don't work out in January. Liverpool don't operate like that. So this is where they sign a manager like Slot because they feel like, all right, can he improve players? If you can improve players, it means that you get this. You got scenarios like Gravenberch in it, where Gravenberch's looking at player of the season right now. He's going to be in team of the year right now if he carries on. You got Curtis Jones that people weren't rating. All of a sudden, Curtis Jones. I heard the other day on TalkSport. Yeah, Curtis Jones got a start over Bellingham. It's got to be.
Jerry, don't worry, man. Give it a week. Don't hate Jones again,
but this is my point. Is that you just don't know until it happens, innit? And look, Salah's a great, innit? 100%. Ideally, you want him to stay at Liverpool. But is he going to want to stay there for the rest of his career? Do you really believe that? Do you really believe his wife's comfortable in Merseyside? You don't think she wants to go to France and see the world and that? Like this is my point. Personally, the only thing that's keeping him here right now is personal accolades, innit?
He wants to go and win. He wants to go and cook up the rest.
But he knows he's not going to get Shearer. He knows he's not going to get Giggs in it, and he's not going to get Gareth Barry. So the only thing he can do is kind of catch up who I can. And he's looking at it like, you know what, this season, if I can knock out Henry's on the cards, Lampard's on the cards, if I can establish myself a bit higher and win the league and win the title, I'm cutting and I'm calm. I'm not going to wait until I want my legendary status to be cemented. I don't want to be on the down and out, where I'm old and man are looking at me like, right, you just, you know what I mean?
Let's go to this, man, bro. Hey, you guys can see the question, bro. Man like Sobo racks the goal here. Sobo with a goal and still no love from the fans, blood. What's like not even a mention, not even
they're still talking for Salah saving the game, bro. That's what they keep saying. Salah saved everything. Like SZOBOSLAI didn't score a goal, bro. Like he didn't run his lungs off all game.
I man them. I've got a bounce in it.
Yeah, big up,
bro. I appreciate it, bro.
Big up to you, man.
Bro, I've never seen a Don run so much, bro. Running his souls off, you know. Bro.
It's not good enough, Sav, apparently, man. Big up to Alex. Alex said, I don't like. There was one clip going around when he didn't pass to Nunes made a good run and he didn't pass. He opted to cut inside and then give it to Diaz instead. And I was like, nah, he should have passed him. I remember a week ago or a couple of weeks ago, Wataru was in the same thing.
Yeah, listen, man. Unless we're going to do it for every player and do it constantly, then, you know, I mean, I ain't going to pick on man, blood, because we see bare players do that, bro. You get me? Bro, he played good, man. Wasn't it incredible? No one played incredible, but he played good, man.
It was interesting to see, like, obviously he scored the goal in it, but it was mad interesting to see, because I'd said to you, I checked over score just to see in it, and I was like, right, they actually gave him the highest rating in the team over Mo, and Mo scored 2 goals. Normally, that's what you get in it, the winner, and you scored 2 goals in it. So that could kind of show you, like, the man's performance weren't that great, and the 2 goals kind of boosted him up to catch up to the other guy.
I see everyone trolling, but we're talking about, me and the ends are talking about this particular game. I ain't talking about no other game.
No, it's this game, innit? It's always
this game. So, Yeah, I mean, control him all he likes and do all the Salah savior thing, bro. But if you want to do that, then if SZOBOSZLAI doesn't score that game and it's 2-2, then okay, then no one saves anyone, blood.
I don't know.
You can just give man
no love, no love at all.
I'm not asking people to change their opinion on how he already plays. Cool. I'm not, because it's one game, bro. And he wasn't incredible, but he did the best he could in that. So what? They can clip him up, not passing the ball in one position. I can do that for every player, every game, bro. It's just picking and choosing at this point, bro. Virgil tried to run through the team and do what Ronaldinho lost the ball and backheeled it to no one. Nobody cares, bro. Nah, nobody cares, bro, because it's Virgil, bro. That's what I'm saying.
The only thing Virgil missed was a step over, blood. If he added a step over in that run.
Bro, I don't know what he was doing, bro. Man thought he was Matip and that. You don't have it, bro. Stop doing.
He thought he was Matip for real. Man said, nah, let me go on a run and see what I can do. No, Virgil, just stick to passing the ball, bro. I don't know, Sav, man. Like, no love, Sav. No love at all, bro. Not one bit of like, yo, do you know at least our 10 scored a goal? And I keep saying, I hear it in it. He's meant to be the 10. Yeah, he's meant to score an assist.
Yeah, because they were talking about it on commentary before he scored as well. They were literally talking about, they were comparing him to like Odegaard and De Bruyne and all that.
Why are they comparing him to Odegaard and De Bruyne, bro?
Because they're saying that them players occupy the 10. It makes sense. They got him in the 10 for Liverpool, and them players occupy the 10, or they're in that position. So they're trying to. It was basic, but they weren't dissing him. They were saying that. I think it was Carrie saying like, obviously I expect more from him because I know how good he is, and obviously it seemed like every time he goes away for Hungary, he's smoking. But then I knew that when Carragher said that, I'm like, you don't watch Hungary, you're just lying, bro. Like you see the Twitter clips that everyone else sees, bro. The amount of times people send me SZOBOSZLAI free kicks, and I'm like, bro, this free kick is not. This is from before the Euros.
You already know. Every time the international break comes, that they run it back, blood. Every single
run
time.
Back the same free kick and keep sending it me like he just scored it, bro. I'm like, I hear it, bro. Don't get me wrong. He's got tech and that, innit? Obviously, I want him to do better, bro. But like, I take it individually, game by game, and that, bro. I'm not gonna act like he sucked in the game he didn't, bro. And I didn't think the midfield was very good in the first half. I really did. I think there was a massive hole there. I was a little bit confused as well because it felt like Gravenberch was pushing up a lot more. And obviously, he's the one who's better further back in it. And he Gravenberch glitches when he gets to the box in it, like he does everything, and then he doesn't want to have any part of assisting or not.
No, when a man's completely reprogrammed his brain.
Bro, when I mean he glitches, I'm talking about. I'm watching him do great stuff. He gets to the line, then he's like, "Yo, somebody gonna take the ball off me? Because I don't want to shoot. I don't want to."
It's not my job, lad. I'm meant to be back there.
And then he just leaves.
Let me just. I'll give it to you and let me get back here.
If Gravenberch had one of them rockets on him at that position, man's on bare goals, bro. But he just keeps. Yeah, but Sobo, man, like, listen, he was good, bro.
It's honestly question. Can Sobo stop passing to Mo and just shoot? Actually, I feel like the players are looking too much for Mo at times, in my opinion. I think the exact same, bro.
And that's why I said Mo is literally a striker on the wing, bro. If Mo was in the middle, it'll make way more sense passing the ball all the time. But he's on the right wing. Now, don't get me wrong, Mo for like half an hour of the game, but like I said, once he scored, then all of a sudden he was running that man. Like then I saw dribbling Mo. What on 8 I ain't seen. But before that, man was doing nothing, bro. Man, I'm gonna act like he went invisible all game and that. So it is what it is, man. Like Sobo, listen, like I said, I didn't say he was great. I didn't think that about anyone, but he was good. So I don't know what's so much wrong with saying that. Like,
I don't know, man. No love lost, man. This man ain't getting nothing, bro. He ain't getting not even a little like arm around the shoulder, like, oh, you know what? Thanks for the goal today, man.
At least the thing is, the people who it matters rate him. You know what I mean? Like the fact that the players when he scored, they look so happy for him, bro. Like so happy for him, bro. Like they knew how much it meant, and it happens, in it. Some people go through droughts and stuff like that. He definitely needs to be better, bro. But I'm not gonna shout about every single game, innit? This is one of them.
Well, this one he scored. So what do you want him to do more in this one now? You asked for him to start contributing more, and he did.
He scored, yeah, it's true. Great goal, by the way.
Bro.
Great goal on his wrong foot. Great goal, man.
Honesty, bro. Appreciate the super chat again. Whose fault was it for Diaz not scoring the tap-in? And Lucho was not timing his runs, or is it Darwin's pass? Because the fans blames Darwin for Diaz not scoring.
I'm just gonna call this, bro. That's just one of those, isn't it? You know, sometimes it can just be one of those, bro. It was an actual great pass, bro.
It was, you know, because
no way Diaz is gonna know that it's gonna get in that particular spot like that, bro. And he slides for it, doesn't get it, bro.
But you know what it is? It's partly the pass, and it's also partly the timing. Because a lot of them, when they go, "Oh yeah, we have to work on our timing of arriving in the box." That's like part of these football, isn't it? Timing of, and literally all it was, he just got in early, and
he's lined up with another player, bro. If he steps further forward, he's offside when he gets it. You get me? Also, like, I ain't gonna. This is not against Nunes, by the way. Man, weren't expecting Nunes to pull out techie passes like that, bro.
You know, when I saw the pass here, and you could just see the man is just playing for the team, bro. But even playing for the team ain't good enough, bro.
I was definitely
like, I'm looking up. I'm looking up and I'm going, I can try and smash this across the goalkeeper. He's covered in there.
Got a touch. I didn't even notice that, bro. He looked like he just went behind him.
I didn't even know he got a touch as well. That's mad.
But then that's even, you get me? I don't understand why you have to make it to a big. It's not Nunes' fault, bro.
Nah. And he's made up the option, Sav. He's like, get the simple goal for the team and we score. I get the assist, my boy gets the goal. Or do I try and shoot from this angle and then you go? Because he can't win in that moment, bro. He shoots from the angle, misses the target, man, then like, you should have squared it. He squares it. Oh, why are you squaring? You should have shot. Bro, you can't win. You literally can't win.
He did the right thing anyway, bro, because I thought he was going to shoot, bro. And if he had shot, I wouldn't even have been mad at him, bro. I just didn't think it. But he passed it. Listen, two things can be right at it, man. If Diaz actually slid for the ball, obviously, and it was behind, what is he supposed to do, bro? And Nunes can't do any more there. It is what it is. We won the game, man, so.
Let's go to this one, Sav, man. Robertson, bro. You already mentioned it at the start of the stream anyway. Was it a pen or not? What did you think of his game? Milan Andrew Robinson, bro. I don't know. This man at this moment has a target on his back and he can't do nothing right. That's at the moment. The fan base don't rate you at the moment, bro. And it's long for you. Like how I don't know, bro. I saw it, Sav. And to this, I don't know.
It's outside the box, bro. It's outside the box, bro.
If this is a penalty, Sav, for me, yeah, and the man were like, "Oh, he gave away a pen," and I'm like,
"It's outside the box, bro. It's outside the box, bro. Like I don't know what man want me to do about it, bro. And I don't even want to hear man tell me, "Oh, don't give the referee an opportunity to give it." He didn't, because it's outside the box. And also, like, so much has to happen when Virgil loses the ball, but man ain't talking about that part, bro.
Nope.
Man ain't talking about Virgil losing the ball, everyone else backing off, and then Robert having to make the last-ditch tackle, bro. Which, if it's outside the box, which you're supposed to, then you're half rating him going, that's a shit free kick to give away, but at least it wasn't a penalty, blood.
Yeah, at least we, we shut down, and big man can't be doing that again, bro. What, you're losing the ball there and forcing me into. I don't know, Sav, bro. I couldn't believe it when I saw it, and I'm like, okay, that's a free kick at the edge of the box at the most, isn't it? Fuck it, take the free kick instead of.
Because what I noticed yesterday from all of them, by the way, is they kept like one thing I didn't like with Liverpool yesterday. It's a one-off. We went back to like type where we let man run at us here, and nobody wants to take the foul, bro.
Yeah,
it was annoying me, bro. And that's all of the midfielders, by the way. Don't get me started on centre, but the midfielders were doing it. I'm like, bro, if you keep doing it, you're inviting pressure, bro. And there's all the defenders can do is make a last ditch tackle, bro. So you get me? Can you sort that out, bro? There's no need to do all of that, bro. It's one of those, man. And then apart from that, with his performance, I think his passing was fine, but his crossing was like up and down, innit? Yeah. Because when we go through them passing moves where you keep the ball for a long time, but then eventually you get to the point where you're like, yo, we have to do something, though. You can't just keep passing the ball around. So Robbo's always the one to go, well, fuck it, I'm just going to cross it in at this point. Sometimes the crosses make it, sometimes they don't. I think he could have been definitely better at that. Dibbling, I told Ben about Dibbling before the game anyway. Yeah, and he didn't cook Robbo all game. So anyone making that up, bruv, show me in it, because I seen when he done him. What people was leaving out? He done everyone in that move, bruv. Bruv, I seen him cook up bare man and cut through. Then you got the 6'7" giant in the middle cooking up our team as well, bruv. We just wasn't very good. Like it's one of those ones, isn't it? I'm not. Listen, for me, Robbo's here, innit? He's here definitely to the end of the season. I know that much, no matter what happens in it. So you get me. Whether it's Robbo, Shimikas, because if Shimikas played this game and didn't have a good game, then man will tell me, oh, this is what I've always said about Shimikas. He ain't good enough for Liverpool, bro. Robbo's not the same Robbo as he was before. Duh, we know that. We get it, bro. Robbo's is definitely good enough to play. There's gonna be wingers who are tricky wingers that get past him. There's gonna be some who don't, bro. If you're always looking for the bad thing only, then you're gonna just mention that and not mention anything they do good in the game, and that when clearly all of them do, like all of the players do good in the game. So I hear that, bro. But I'm not Slot, am I? So if Slot wants to play, man, ain't that the argument people give for everyone else? Everyone keeps saying to me all season, well, so it's Slot wants to play him, so obviously he's doing something right. Okay, well, all right then. I agreed with yours, and now he's playing Robbo. He'll probably play Shimikas against Real Madrid. Well, he will play Shimikas against Real Madrid. That is what it is, bro.
And Shimikas was missing this game as well, so Robbo had to play. I don't know, man. I'd still look at this, and I can't believe this isn't made a lot more the headlines than the actual man that's cooking Robbo. That we actually the other team got a penalty when the guy was not in the box.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy, man. Like I said, don't get me wrong, man. I don't think the defense was good. I don't think the defense. I don't think the defense was good in general. You get me? I don't think Robbo was great. I don't think Virgil and Ibu was great. In fact, I think it was probably both of their worst games they've had all season. If that's their worst game, I can take it. Because it could be way worse than that. And Ibu was a bit hasty yesterday. Just kept like throwing man over and pushing man for no reason.
Bro, that's why when I did the preview and I said, bro, I expected us to concede goals, but I still expected us to win. Because I just know these man, every time I've watched us, we've had 3 international breaks.
Yeah.
And every time they've come back, they just look disjointed all over the place because they've gone away and obviously training under a different manager in it, and then they have to come back and then sync up again. There's gonna be moments when it's not right. It's gonna look like that. But now we get a nice little run where there's no international break. So I would assume, based off what I've seen so far, that now they're gonna play consistent games back together. We'll then get back into that rhythm of playing the Liverpool way, the Slot way, instead of going away across the world to kind of play different styles and different systems. You guys think that Bradley playing higher up cost us a bit of trouble because he was all over the place?
No, I think the midfield. Bradley has to take responsibility for where he was, but the midfield was not very good. So if your midfield can't keep the ball and there's a holder, then obviously Bradley pushing up down there inverted is a big problem in it. The midfield, like the thing what everyone's been praising Liverpool for was having control of the game in it. Whether it's Bradley or Trent, they can't play inverted if the midfield don't have control of the ball. And they were letting that giant just dip past everyone. Him and Lallana were just cooking us up, bro. Like they were just that. It was too easy for them to go from their defense. Once they play out their defense, which that's how they made mistakes for their goal. By the way. But once they play out of there, it shouldn't be able to be centre back, Lallana or the giant, and then it's up the top of the pitch. That shouldn't happen, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
It did change in the game, and then it wasn't Bradley's best game, like I said. But I already said that they all weren't that great either. Because he done what he doesn't normally do, where he literally was damn near in the midfield, like most of the time. But that's because he had most of the ball in it. So they decided to let him do that. Obviously, it looks better when Trent's got the ball in midfield because he's better on the ball. But defensively, I weren't too mad. And yeah.
Roy Keane thinks that challenge from Alan Lallana and Ryan Gravenberch should have been a red. I think so as well, bro.
Okay, but did you not notice? This game was kind of magic because obviously Lallana's Liverpool in it.
Yeah.
But obviously he's started his career at Southampton. That's his team.
Yeah.
So obviously the players, when he got injured, like every one of the players went up to him while he was on the floor, like making sure he was all right and stuff like that. But then there was parts in the game where Lallana was on a feisty one, like he was arguing with Virgil, who's telling man to shut their mouth, and that ref, that's a penalty. He didn't give a shit. I love it because this is your team, innit? Doesn't mean you hate the man then. What man didn't notice is the reason why I know that he did this on purpose, and look at his face. Gravenberch got him early in the game, bruv. If no one noticed it, bruv, when I mean like the ball went past and Gravenberch just he barged into the back. I think it was he either barged to the back or dragged him for no reason. And then I saw Lallana try getting back instantly. It didn't work. And it was almost like, I might have to watch this for the rest of the game still because I can see that he just wants Gravenberch now for that one reason. And obviously this was way after. He definitely said, fuck this, bruv. I don't know what Lallana was thinking. He said, fuck you, blood. That's my spot at Liverpool that you're playing in, bruv. I'm going to take your leg off, big man.
But how comes this wasn't a red card then, Sav, bro? Because
I don't know. I mean, in real time,
what excuse can they give to say that wasn't a red card.
In real time, it didn't look as bad as this, but obviously VAR get to slow it down, so they should have, because this is the equivalent to like the one what Curtis got sent off for against Spurs that time. But Curtis's one was different because he went over the ball. So it should have been a red card, to be fair. And he
weren't in control. I saw Ray King talk about it. He said, nah, it
definitely should have been a red card. 100%.
And if you get a red card there, because their manager after the game was complaining about, he should have had a penalty and blah, 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 blah. He was like, the goalkeeper took him out. And I just remind me of when against Chelsea, when Curtis like literally nutmegs the goalkeeper and gets taken out. The goalkeeper gets a little bit of touch on the ball, but he's not in control of the tackle at all. That's what that reminded me of. And I'm like, well, we didn't get a penalty for that.
Yeah,
you can't then tell me that. But he was moaning like, we should have that penalty, and then he moaned about it. I'm like, bro, you do know that before you even had a chance, bro. Adam Lallana should have been off the pitch.
Yeah, I think there was a few things for both teams that could have went either way. So I do understand why.
And you got a penalty that weren't even in the box. So
yeah, that's the problem. I was about to say, I can understand why Russell Martin was mad, but if you looked at it properly, which is quite funny because they got a penalty that wasn't in the box, and they think they should have got a penalty where it wasn't in the box. Now, Ibu is dumb for what he did, but it's not in the box when he just pushes the geezer in the back. He just pushes him for no reason, bro. That's a Trent move, bro. But and then obviously the Kelleher, I ain't gonna lie though, the Kelleher one, first glance I was like, that's not a penalty. When I saw the replay, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Kind of like a penalty still.
Sav, I would have given it as well, bro.
Yeah, because I'm like
the Chelsea one, I would have given it. It's like
yeah.
I'm like, get it or you're not gonna get it, bro. Because all it did remind me of the Curtis one. I'm like, the keeper is in no control of the situation. Not like he came out, swept the ball away with the feet, and then like took the guy out. It's like you're not even in control of it, big man. If they would have given it, I would have been like, bro, I would have been mad. But it is what it is. But I'm like, bro, that's why they need consistency. And that was like, all right, there's consistency because we didn't get one, they didn't get one.
But like I said, though, on this though, I'm not blaming the referee for this. It's VAR, bro. Because trust me, in real time, listen, people can tell the truth or not, but if you saw that in real time and thought that was a red, there's no way I thought that was a red. It's just that I saw Gravenberch's reaction, and I was like, yo, he must have caught him bad there. And then when I saw the replay, I was like, raw. Now the ref can't see the replay, innit?
Yeah, of course not.
Yeah, to the screen. So VAR literally should just be like, yo, you might need to go look at this. And then if he goes and looks at it, he's definitely saying, look at it, bro. It's definitely a red card.
That's above the ankle. That means it's in a dangerous position. That midway between the ankle and the calf, that's the way that you just snap up the legs, bro.
If I showed you this and it wasn't Gravenberch and Lallana, and I said, what do you think happened to number 38? You'd say he's probably injured now for a few minutes. Because I thought he was done. I thought he was done, bro. When I saw him, I was like, yeah, he's finished, bro. So, I don't know. I don't know, like, I don't know if Lallana meant to tackle like that, but he definitely went in aggressive.
Yeah, he lost the ball. No control. It's not like the ball was there to be played like the ball.
No, but like I said, it's because it was Gravenberch why he went in so aggressive. Anyone else, he wouldn't have tackled like that. It's because Gravenberch got him early in the game, bro. I promise, bro. You can smack. You can, bro. When you play football, you can see when a man is trying to get man. And I knew,
like that, bro. I like.
Even I was like, yo, Gravenberch, why are you doing like that, bro? Not because it's Lallana. I was just like, and then I saw for the rest of the game, he tried to get him again, played the game. Then he started to do the Lallana thing where it's like, you know what? I'm going to just show you my skill and cook it. And he did. He kept dropping the shoulder on us and that. Then I saw this one. I'm like, nah, bro. And then obviously Karma got his ass at it because his hamstring went. So he did, bro. This is one of them, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, man. So they got away with something because that changes the game. You go down to 10 men against us in that moment. Yeah, we'll just cook you up for the rest of the game, bro.
Yeah, because we know that like football doesn't work out like the way it should. Because things don't equal out, because then it still means the ref's not doing the job properly. But if we just take it on weird instances what happened in the game, Liverpool still would have won the game, bro. Because, like I said, Ibu's pushed him in the back, outside the box. Kelleher's one should have probably been a penalty, but they got one anyway for one they shouldn't have got. So we still would have won the game, though.
All right, man. Last but not least, man. You know what I mean? We'll wrap it up with this one. I know you saw it still in it, but. Yeah, this true, blood. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that is interesting.
My question is, bro, Vinny out for the Liverpool game. Did he catch a break, blood? Because
no, he's injured.
He's definitely injured. Yeah,
he's not just missing one game, by the way. He's missing about 6.
No, because I saw. Obviously, I follow Madrid as well.
I think I reposted the thing as well. Like he's missing.
I did. I saw.
Oh, so you found that funny?
No.
Because I won't reposting it because of Liverpool. Clearly not. Because if anything, I'd rather Vinny not play against Liverpool. Obviously. But
I know it's for the league running it. But we're missing Lamar as well, bro. So
yeah, the thing what killed me is like, how has this happened that him and Trent are not playing, bro? Because one thing all people have been talking about for time is, yo, when Trent gets to Vinny, then Trent got injured. Now Vinny's injured, bro. I will say something though. I'm just gonna let, bro. I know what Carlo's like in it. I wouldn't get too gassed just because the likelihood is to play Mbappe on the wing in it because remember that's where he wants to play. So I know what's gonna happen. Bellingham's gonna play in the false 9.
Yeah.
And then Mbappe's gonna play left wing, bro.
So we got Bradley versus Mbappe.
Take your pick any Mbappe or Vinicius on the bro.
It's gonna.
Man, ain't worried about Mbappe through the middle of the park, bro. He's offside every time, bro.
Yeah, he's offside when he makes them runs in it, and I think our defensive line will kind of deal with him in that instance. But overall, the only thing I like though, Sav, I know he's got that. I ain't even gonna track back mentality. That could be where like Bradley goes, and then it's a 2v1 for most of the game.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I can think of where I'm like, it could be a 2v1, Salah and then Bradley versus whoever they use over there, Mendy or whatever, to go and play there.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. It'd be rough. I don't know, man. Thing he's not been playing, by the way. Like Mendy doesn't start anymore. He ain't been starting for a bit. So I'm just saying, like, if there's any time for Liverpool to beat Real Madrid, it's now. Although the form is starting to pick back up again for Real Madrid, but keep losing players in it.
I watched the game, bro. That feeling was classy, blood. I like the way the man them were playing.
Well,
you know what? The Diamond thing, the AC Milan thing, man went with. I said, yo.
Yeah, I think he played yesterday. Arda in it, and he was cold, bro. It was cold yesterday. Probably play, you know what? Depending on the pace and that, probably play Mendy, but Fran Garcia's been playing left back. And then it'll be Rudiger and Asensio. This Raul Asensio kid, bruv, centre back, it's pretty decent still. So, and then Valverde, he can play he played right back yesterday. Yeah,
he can play pretty much.
I think he got man of the match as well from right back and scored a free kick.
He can play anywhere, bro. Anywhere. And then the long shots are. That's what I'm saying. With Valverde, there's two things I don't like about him yet, but I love it at the same time, and that could be a problem. The lungs on the youth that he can just run, bro, and he'll glide past you, and then he can shoot from anywhere. And we can't allow him to just start like opening sights, bro, and just running.
It'd be interesting because Ceballos started yesterday as well, but I'm actually thinking that the team with Fran Garcia and Sebastian yesterday was to rest for Liverpool. It was for that reason.
So you think Camavinga will come back in and
Camavinga played? He played in the centre.
He played, didn't he? But I mean, yeah,
because the way the formation is at the moment, it's a bit mad. Like it's 4-4-2.
It was 4-4-2, but it's like a 4-4-2 diamond, wasn't it? And then Bellingham.
Yeah, it's 4-4-2, and then Bellingham starts on the left, but then he drifts around anyway. And then Vinny and Mbappe up front, but they don't play like strikers at all. And Vinny just is on the left-hand side, and Mbappe is still trying to figure out.
What is it? Bellingham versus Gravenberch and that. Like, it's going to be... Oh, my gosh. Tomorrow, the Wonder Kid clash, bro. It's going to be a...
literally, bro. Literally
the Wonder Kid clash.
Yeah.
22-year-old versus a 21-year-old. It's going to be techie still.
Yeah.
The original Wonder Kids.
Bare injuries, though. I'm saying, like I said, man, like, trust me, Liverpool, with the way we started this season, the way we play, I get the attacking for Real Madrid's never going to change in it, so you're always going to have to deal with that all game. If we're clinical on the other side of the pitch, though, we win the game.
I think so. I think as long as we're clinical, bro.
I think that anyway, but with all the injuries, bro, Militao's out, Alaba's out, Carvajal's out, Schumann is out, Rodrigo's out, Vasquez is out, and now Vini's out. And I just named like most of the starting 11. So there's not an excuse, bro.
The Camerooners out here would wish a quick recovery. Still no Alaba, still no Schumann, still no Carvajal. Bear man out. Play Joey right back. I trust Bradley, man. I trust Bradley to do a job still.
Yeah, I love Joey, man. I just don't like the fact that he always gets thrown in at games, bro. Like he doesn't get a chance to get any rust off. He just gets thrown into games, man.
Then just go and do well. So imagine that man just throw him in and against Mbappe, bro. Like just
go. What happened last time, bro? When they cooked us, bro, they threw him in there and he got battered with this.
I don't want no Joey getting thrown in there.
Yeah,
'cause
like honestly,
man
if
away.
Joey was going to start against Romsey, which he still could, you
Mm.
would at least give him half an hour against Southampton or start him the whole game. Joey doesn't need to rest him. It's not like Smith for England, so.
Nah, you man ain't gonna throw my boy Joey in there for him to get cooked and then you man cook him, bro. So you see, I told you, blood.
Yeah,
I don't want Joey in there, but let man do the thing and then we'll see what happens, man.
I'm looking forward to the game though.
Same, bro. Hey, do you want, I don't know. Yeah, we'll talk, man. I might do the watch along for it still, man.
Oh no, I got watch along covered and it's got man.
Oh, you got it. Say less, bro. Yeah. Cool. Chat, big up to you guys nonetheless, man. Big up to Honesty for the super chats, bro. Always appreciated. Back tomorrow, Southset. Is it already scheduled, bro?
No, I'm gonna schedule it in a bit.
All right, man. You guys, hey, listen, that watch along is gonna be epic, man. It could be one of those ones where Liverpool smack them 4-0. We need a victory against these, man. They keep battering us, but I feel like every minute it's a 1-0, a 3-0, a 3-1. Yeah, bro. They just keep cooking us.
When was the last time we won? 2009.
Yeah, when we scored 4 goals, blood. That's the last time.
2009, bro. My son was 1, bro.
Anfield agenda. What is it? Gerrard 2, Torres and the Sena and them, man.
Sena, bro, with the bro.
That's the last time we cooked up around Madrid, bro.
That's so crazy, bro. My son was on Rusk and that, blood, and I was in college.
Man was on Rusk. Hey, show them biscuits that just melt off, blood.
Bro, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, man. And since then, we've had 3
gums in that. Bare gums.
Well, we had two cup finals against them since then.
2 cup finals, bro. Lost both.
Fucking
one day, armbarred Salah, and the other one. The armbarred Salah can cost the goalkeeper.
Ramos put hit out, man.
And the other one,
man, so quick, bro. So quick, bro. You know that team talk was man of fragile, bro. Take Salah up, blood. That's the bro.
Man said no.
Now, Prince, now me, bro. I know what my loyalties like, bro. I didn't find it hard to say Liverpool will win, bro. Come on, man.
Run it back 4-0.
Yeah, respect my team.
Chat, big up to you guys nonetheless, man. Sav, appreciate you, bro, for jumping in. Big up to JJ as well for jumping in as well, man. Great conversation, man. Back, I would say after the game, let's say, we would be after with a call-in, so it'd be interesting to see. That could be an epic call-in because it might be vibes because we just smoked them up. Or it could be another, Real Madrid just cooked us again, and then they'll be like, yo, we didn't even have Vinny, blood. Imagine if Vinny was playing, it could have been peak. Could be one of them ones. But with no Vinny, blood, because this man always turns up against us. Always. So without him, maybe we can handle Mbappe. I don't know, man. We have to wait and see.
I think he's got like 5 goals and 3 assists in his last
game.
Some madness, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. We don't need that. We don't need Mo speaking about revenge, bro. We just need him to go and do the damn job, score goals, win us the game, bro, with the rest of the man there.
It's at Anfield as well, man.
Anfield? Come on, man. Come on. The time is now, guys. Time is now.
Looks.
Big up, man. Let's head out of here, man. Peace.
I have an idea. I heard the song today a few times, and I you can do that. I have no problem with that. Let's see how the response will be. ARNE Slot, la 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 la. ARNE Slot, la 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 la. Imagine the next season starts and you are not waiting what's going on. No, you go full throttle into it. You welcome the new manager like you welcomed me. You go all in from the first day.